Demi, I know it had been a long, hard road to recovery. You're back playing again. How good does that feel?
Yeah, it feels amazing. Almost 12 months to the day it was, and I'm just looking forward to building up my minutes, getting stronger, getting fitter, and getting back to 100% of what I know I can do. And every day on the pitch, I feel better, so can't complain.
I know we spoke to you after that game at Bristol Rovers, but I mean, back with a bang, doing what you do. You must have been delighted to mark that return with a goal.
Yeah, it was quite surreal, really. I just wanted to get on the pitch and help the team, show what I can do, and to get a goal was the icing on the cake. Really, I wasn't expecting it, but back stick, you always find a couple of goals throughout the season.
I think it was quite a tiring return for you, though, wasn't it?
I was knackered, if I'm allowed to say. I was really tired. I think everyone could see it, the staff could see it, but it's just about maintaining just the energy levels throughout the game and getting through it and building my minutes. So, come a couple of weeks, I'm 100%, and I'm feeling every day on the pitch that I'm getting better. I'm getting more contact with the lads in terms of physically, and yeah, I'm just raring to go.
Are you still feeling that sort of fatigue that's only natural when you make a return, obviously, when you've been coming off the bench in previous games?
Yeah, sometimes when players are injured for so long, they can start deciding to bulk up in the gym, which is never a good idea. I did a little bit, and you can feel the added weight on the pitch. But, once your body gets used to running again, used to changing direction, it learns to carry the extra added weight. And, I'm starting to feel a lot stronger on the training pitch right now. And every time I'm coming on, I feel a little bit more fitter. So, the more minutes I do get, the better I'll be feeling.
I know you had been keeping yourself occupied during your recovery, obviously working hard on your clothing brand, but I know you had a lot of support behind the scenes, not just from the club, but from a lot of the supporters as well. What was that like for you?
Yeah, the supporters were really good with me, and for the first, I'd say 6 to 9 months when I was in the time frame of what it was meant to take, they said 9 to 12. I'm always looking to try and get back a little bit quicker, and the fans were always spurring me on, and sometimes fans can kind of forget about players that are injured, and I didn't feel that for a minute. It was kind of frustrating for me that the closer I was getting to fitness, I was getting setbacks, and then the fans would ask me, "Oh, when are you going to be back fit?" And I just wanted to tell them tomorrow, but I couldn't tell them when because I didn't know myself. But they stuck with me, and I can really feel the support at Exeter, which is really a big help for me.
I bet you're glad they stop asking every 5 minutes now. I think it was every day, wasn't it, on Twitter, asking you?
Yeah. No, I don't mind interacting with the fans on social media. I think more players should do it. Fans over the years players have been criticised for not having as much of an interaction with fans, especially at the top level. And social media gives you that platform to do so. So I don't mind interacting with them at all. No.
On to Saturday's game. Obviously, we know without 3 players because of the international break. But Gary said before, there's such a competitiveness within the squad. It gives an opportunity to other members of the squads to make a mark. Have you noticed that the competitiveness has been really going up in training this week?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's going up in training this week in particular. I just think the levels of training are always really high because the standard of players that we've got here now in the building, probably compared to when I first joined, we had a good starting 11 and then the bench wasn't the strongest, whereas now I feel like anybody can step in and do a really good job. And, it's not going to take 11 players this season to achieve as much as what we want to. It's going to take the whole squad. And to have almost 2 teams that can really compete is a big help for us.
Performance levels have been fantastic as well, and I think Saturday was a really good one against Charlton. How do you think as a squad we make sure we maintain that?
Yeah, first and foremost, you always got to compete. There's different sides in this league. The sides like Charlton that want to come and make it a scrap, make it a fight, a war. And we showed that we're more than capable of doing that. And then there's obviously teams that want to play, and we like to play, we like to get on the ball and express ourselves, but we've got to show the fight first and foremost. And I think in the last game we did that, and we've got to bring that into Saturday because they're also a physical side that like to apply a lot of pressure.
You spoke sort of a little bit briefly in your previous answer, but what do you expect from Lincoln?
Physical side, a side that works hard, determined. They're sitting quite high up in the table, so they're obviously a good side. Then there's a couple of points between us, so we're at home. We've got to show what we can do, but like I said, we've got to be ready to fight and win the war and win the battle. And I think this team's more than capable of doing so.
Spoke to Gary last week and the amount of home games that we've got coming up, and we said it was an opportunity to put a run together and sort of propel ourselves up the table. It's been a really good couple of weeks, particularly at home, and we've got another opportunity to do that on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a really key month for us. We're playing a lot of sides in and around us. This will kind of show where we're at in terms of a side. We've got one out of the way. Onto Saturday, get another 3 points, and when you got to win the games against the teams around you, and if we can do that, then we'll be in a good space coming into the season.